Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are unveiling a truck we just now got done, and we're pretty excited about it. We've done some things a little differently on this, and we bolted some parts on that that were actually, slightly used.
Slightly used. We had to do some refiguring on them or whatnot. It is so freaking windy out here right now. I can hardly hold this freaking camera. But it turned out it's a super sharp truck. This is everything the customer wanted, and he actually supplied those fenders you see back there. And we've done some pretty cool stuff with it. You guys saw it in the last video with the def tank lowering deal. Me and Shock did that and showed you guys that deal. But now we're gonna flip you around, show you the whole truck, take it down the road, and all that fun jazz.
Yeah, we're gonna do a walk around, and then we get to drive it, which is my favorite part.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, there it is. 2022 389 78-inch sleeper, 280 wheelbase, 565 Cummins, 18-speed transmission. I mean, would you expect anything else, Tommy?
No, it was definitely always going to be an 18-speed. It always has been. Well, not really. I mean, Jose's
was a 13, but everything else has been an 18.
Yeah, might as well have. Like, it's when you're 99.9%, they might as well have all been.
Right. So go over some of the stuff we did on this truck here. This is a stock spec. So leaf spring front end, 40K rear, low air leaf in the back. We put a 22-inch bumper on this. That is a 12-gauge bumper. We'll show you that up close here in a second. Also did the grill from 12-gauge in it as well. Nice clean look, gets rid of all the grill bars. On this bumper, this one's a little bit different than some of the other ones we've done in the past. You'll notice that the corners are actually, it's called a rolled in bumper. So instead of having a straight just 45 on there, they actually roll that bumper, and I like that look. It's really nice. This bumper is a little bit more pricey than some of the other bumpers, but the quality of this thing's super awesome, and we really like them. We really like them a lot. It's also got a bumper lift kit on it from 12 gauge, which we'll show you guys how that works. The wind is crazy right now.
Yeah, it's windy out, but the good news is it's not cold out, so it's very bearable out here.
This is true. I'll take that over the cold any day.
Yeah, we're not really to the point of summer where we can start, whining about how hot it is yet.
No, the weather's kind of perfect, minus it's a little windy.
Yeah, we're in the sweet spot right now.
We always complain about the weather. We got to stop doing that.
No, I mean, it's kind of
mostly me. Yeah.
Yeah, people enjoy it now, I think.
So anyway, we did the 12 gauge breather chops on this guy. We also did the 12 gauge strapless breather kit with one watermelon light in the front, and then we've got the small mini watermelon light in the back.
That's growing on me. I've always been one of those where it's like it needs to be full of lights on the front and back.
Yep.
But it's definitely growing on me.
It's simple, it's clean. I like it.
I like how clean it is, and there's a lot of stainless on this truck, so it makes sense.
Yep.
With the window chops and the visor being stainless, the shiny stainless, it really ties it in really nice.
It does. And we got the 12 gauge box on this side. It's all stainless, one-piece box. This thing's super clean looking. We put a lot of these on trucks now, and it looks so much better than your typical factory one. It's got all the pieces that kind of bolts on. This is just all pretty seamless, and looks super sharp. It also gives you a little bit more clearance between the cab panels and the box itself. The box is a tad bit lower. Speaking of panels, so the cabin sleeper panels, those are also the 12 gauge cabin sleeper panels. Dynaflex, 8-inch exhaust.
With the 8-inch Y pipe, I see.
8-inch Y pipe.
Big boy. That's the big pipes.
And then one thing that's pretty cool about this setup, these are a little bit different than we usually do. On the back right here, you'll kind of see I can hold the camera. Yeah, they done this little deal here on the panels. This kind of adds a little accent. It's pretty neat looking. And then we go back here to the fenders. Now these fenders, Tommy, you can explain. These fenders showed up. Yeah. They were not brand new.
Yeah, so these were provided by the customer, and basically he said, hey, I've got this set of fenders sitting around. Not real sure what brand they are, but they were mounted onto a truck in the past, and he asked if we could mount them. So I said, hey, send it over to us, and we'll see what we can do. But typically, what you're going to run into is the frame width of these trucks, like back here in the back, is
Though they can vary.
They can vary like a full 1.5 inches.
Yep.
Right, because sometimes we'll measure this space right here, and in between for the deck plate, and sometimes you get 26.25 wide, and then we've had as much as like 27.5 wide.
Yeah, and you can go an eighth. They all vary a little bit here and there. So being that these brackets were already done, fitted for these fenders on a different truck, welded up and everything else, they had been on a truck for a while because they were pretty rusted and pitted looking. So it was quite a lot of work to clean them up and put them on. We don't really typically do use stuff put on trucks just because it does add. It takes longer to do that than it would to put a brand new set of fenders on.
Yeah. But we got really lucky here. The brackets just happened to be the perfect width.
Everything worked
to bolt onto this truck, and that's what I was telling the guy. I said, or telling our sales guy when he asked me about it. I said, we got about a 15% likelihood maybe that it will work.
Yep.
And he sent the brackets over, and it just kind of happened to work. And so
they all fit.
Yeah. So we was able to get the fenders mounted, and then whenever we mounted them, we had to do a little bit of fiberglass repair work. Just some small places here and there. But yeah, the fenders turned out super nice, and they mounted up really, really good.
Yeah. And these are made by BA Customs. They're in Kentucky, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
So these are BAs?
Yep.
Nice.
We can't say the actual name of it because it's YouTube, but you guys can figure it out.
Yeah,
First letter of the company's a B, second letter of the company's an A.
No,
and they make fenders.
It's bad A.
It's bad A.
Bad A
fenders. There you go. We just don't want to get the thing where that you can't say certain words. So anyway, they're BA fenders, and they look awesome. They look really good. Over here, we lowered the def tank down. We just put a video out on this, and if you're wondering about that and you guys want to know anything about 6-inch panels on the truck and the new def tank, they don't really work out real well because the def tank's too high.
It's really hard to get to the filler cap. So
Yep.
You can see even here is just kind of barely enough clearance.
Yep.
Right? And
it keeps the bottom even with the fuel tank itself.
Yep. But with the factory panels, they're or with the factory brackets on it, that this filler cap actually sits about 2 inches higher.
Yep.
And it makes it extremely difficult to fill it up full of def fluid.
So up under here, I'll show you. There's where the new brackets are that pulled it to the frame, so it sucks it in. But if you guys are ever wondering that, if you've got a truck and you've got 6-inch panels on it, and it's a 2021 or newer, and your def tank is not lowered, you'll understand what we're talking about. And if you go over to semicasualshow.com, go on our store, we actually sell those brackets now to lower the def tank. Comes with all the bolts, everything. You can watch the video we just put out, and it'll show you how to do the install. It's really not that bad, and that kit I think is like $250 or something.
Yeah, and since we put it on the website, literally 24 hours ago, we've already sold 2 sets.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a popular option, and right now it's one of basically the only option if you're trying to lower your def tank.
Yep.
on a brand new 2022 setup.
The only one that I know of. So some other things in the spec too, I was just thinking about while we were looking at it. The mirrors, this actually has the aero mirrors on it. Yep. Which when we go down the road, we'll show you a lot more visibility. So like I'm on a catch-22 with this. Me and Bill and Tommy and everybody, we've had conversations. I always like the flat old school style mirrors, but when you sit inside this truck and you're driving it down the road, those mirrors offer a whole lot more real estate to seeing behind you.
Yeah, they're moto top and bottom, and it's they're heated and everything all the way around, and it really does make a huge difference as far as the visibility goes on this. Sitting there in the driver's seat driving it.
Yep. We didn't mention, Tommy went all the way back here, and we were looking at all this stuff in the truck. The T-bar. So we put kind of a big thing. We put a 12 gauge T-bar back here. It looks pretty awesome. 4 lights on each side and the 5 in the center. One thing I just noticed too, because they're sitting over here and I didn't pay attention to it, I've got chrome caps that go over the gold bolts where we put them on.
Okay.
So we got to do that when we get back. But we literally just finished this and rolled it out of the shop and cleaned it up a little bit. So one of the good things when you do these videos is sometimes I'll catch some of the stuff we still need to do. But
yeah, hopefully be able to get it done before the customer notices.
Yep. I guess we'll see the video. But yeah, that's it. The truck's freaking, it's a good looking truck.
Turned out super sharp. Definitely one to be proud of.
Well, I guess the only thing to do, Tommy, is go drive it, make sure everything's good with it.
Yeah.
We haven't put her down the road yet.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
And this is all the new dash stuff inside, so we'll go over that again. And then 78-inch sleeper. We haven't done a video on a 78 sleeper in a while, so we'll do the full tour inside too.
All right, let's do this.
All right. There you go. So there's the flip bumper. And that works really well, especially being that it's a 22-inch bumper. The ground clearance is a whole lot less than you'd have with a 20-inch bumper. And so I can see, like with this truck, there's plenty of places where that would be useful on this one for sure. Definitely a nice feature to have. But other than that, I guess we're gonna jump in this thing and go down the road. You ready to go?
When you're playing with buttons, man, there's all kinds of stuff happening.
There's buttons and screens and dashes and all kind of things.
Yeah.
They probably couldn't hear anything. We were just saying the truck kind of loud.
Oh, is it loud? That's what we got. That's what you get the microphone for. It's going to be great. Audio is going to be perfect.
So yeah, we're gonna get this thing out on the road, but there it is.
You know, before I do anything, I'm going to put my seatbelt on.
You should do that.
You know,
safety first.
it just feels safer to have a seatbelt on while driving such a large vehicle.
So interior, this is a 78-inch platinum interior. It's got all the storage spaces up here. You got your map light. Turn that dude on. It's just so this is the full gauges as of right now that you can get from the factory for when we order this truck. So as we're ordering the trucks and they've got the new dash, things are coming available more and more. And you can get more gauges and things like that. And it's kind of like a work in progress, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
But it is the new digital dash, smart steering wheel.
Yep. Yeah, you control everything on it. You can set all these gauges to whatever you specifically want on there. So if I want my air over here and my fuel gauges over here, you can flip flop them. You can choose what you want and where you want it. It's actually really cool.
It's growing on me. It's taken some getting used to from the old dash to the new dash, and I've talked to several people. Some love it, some hate it. But the more we've been messing with it, it's growing on me. I will put it that way. Also, when we were doing the switches for the air lift on the bumper or bumper lift, back behind there because of the new setup, there's a whole lot more room. There's a lot less confusion of wires and air hoses going on in there.
Yeah.
So it actually makes some of the install stuff on that side a lot easier.
And the guys in the body shop were actually...
Pull on out there, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just a semi.
Yeah,
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, and the guys in the body shop were actually telling me this panel right here is a lot easier to disassemble and paint now because the digital dash is mounted back there behind it, and this panel can just pull up.
And that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
You're not pulling all the gauges out of it.
So the digital is not mounted to this panel, so you literally just you pull it up, and it's so much easier now. And so doing a little bit of custom work on the interior is going to be easier going forward in the future.
Yep.
Because of that setup.
I've seen a few trucks online that painted some of these new dashes, and they do look pretty good. So there's that. Otherwise, what else we got in here? It's our normal doors and stuff, and it's got the premium sound system in it. The sleeper. So we've been doing a lot of 72s, and the 72 is still my favorite sleeper. But room in terms of like storage and space you get in a truck, the 78 has a little bit more. You've got these 4 compartments up top. Then you've got all this space up here. Then obviously you've got your cabinets. And then in here, you've got your workspace and storage spots there. You've got a refrigerator, more storage. All your deals there. This one does not have a bunk heater. We just had one the other day. We're doing a video on it pretty soon. It's got the bunk heater in it from the factory, so it's got a little control panel right there, which is pretty nice. But otherwise, that's kind of the deal. We got carpet. We got carpet in the sleeper, rubber floor up front, and yeah, I mean that's the gist of it, right?
Oh yeah.
Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I mean, it has power windows.
It's power windows, heated mirrors. Hey, we should talk about these mirrors because I did just explain outside how much better you can see with those. And kind of let me zoom in here a little bit. There you go. So you've got more real estate on the mirror, and obviously now your spot mirror, you can move it around from inside the cab. Unlike with like the old motor mirrors and stuff, you're only able to move them left to right. These give you a ton more adjustability. Pretty sweet. So they're nice, and we've done a few trucks. We actually put a light in those and hooked it up as a blinker or a indicator. Is that what you like to call them, the indicators?
Turn signals.
The turn signals. Blinky devices, whatever. And yeah, I don't know. That's kind of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the nutshell.
Let's take her down the road then. I mean, it's riding good. There's zero issues. Smooth.
Yeah, this is a very smooth ride. I mean, even though it's a spring ride, the longer wheelbases on these 389s, you know, the bigger sleeper, it's helping the ride pretty tremendously.
Yep. All right, we're getting ready to turn around and head back to the shop where we'll do an outro. And
Yep.
then we're done for the day.
Finally.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I started this day at like 6 a.m. in the office. I got there a little early just because, you know, I've been gone a couple of days and I had to get some things caught up, and so.
It's the worst part. You can take off for a couple of days and you're like, oh, it's so relaxing, but there's so much catch up.
It was, yeah, you know, I took all my children to the beach, so it was relaxing in some senses, but for the most part, you know, it was kind of
like wrangling feral cats too,
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah,
They're like, oh look, beach water, no, don't drown, come here.
Yeah, well, and they really wanted to get in the water, and the problem with I had with all that was it was still really cold. The water was. It was like I'd say the water was like 60 degrees. I was like, guys, if you go in there, you're gonna go in shock. So yeah,
I've noticed though, kids can handle it way better than we adults can.
Oh yeah, way.
I don't know why. Like you see like little kids at the beach swimming around, and the adults are like, I ain't getting in there. It's too cold. What do you think about the blinker chime? I sort of like this better than the old one.
It seems less annoying. It's a lot softer. So yeah,
Reminds me of an old clock.
It does. Yeah, I didn't even think of it. Yeah, that definitely does.
Things starting to green up around here finally too, which is nice.
Yeah. Springtime in Tennessee, man. Finally getting there.
We're probably gonna need to make some new shirts now because we're gonna be wearing a lot of t-shirts coming up here soon.
Yep.
I think we need to come up with a new one.
And you know, I like a nice black T-shirt. You know, they're real. You know, they're slimming, they're fitting, they look nice. But it's gonna be real hot soon.
And I'm just like, I like black everything, but you're not wrong. We should probably come up with something that's not black
Yeah,
also.
we're gonna need like a gray at least. You know,
Yeah.
something that's not going to be incredibly hot.
So there's a question you guys tell, or we got a question you guys tell us. We're gonna make some new shirts. What color other than black? We're gonna also still have black. Whatever shirt we come up with, there's gonna be black shirts.
It'll be black.
But we're gonna have some other colors too.
Ooh, and what truck do you want to see on there? I mean,
Oh yeah?
You know, get real creative. Go all the way back through our builds. You know, we have Cash Money, we got Silver Bullet, Silver Dollar, we have Project Legendary,
Yeah.
which is just Legendary now. I mean, all the way back through our builds. Tell us which one you guys want to see on a shirt. And don't say all of them, because we feel the exact same way, but it's really expensive to buy that much inventory. So, you
Wait
guys,
a minute. What if we did a shirt with a bunch of trucks on it?
That would actually be cool. We could do like 3 trucks on one shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, which 3 trucks would you guys want to see on one shirt?
There you go. We're gonna do 3 trucks on one shirt. What trucks and what colors should we make them?
Yep.
All right.
That's going to be fun.
I'm kind of excited to see what everybody says.
I can't wait to see the comments on that one.
All right, guys, that's it for the video. Truck turned out awesome, runs down the road great. The customer's gonna love it. He'll be here tomorrow to pick it up. But another thing we're pretty excited about, other than finishing a super awesome truck, is
the t-shirts.
Yeah,
I mean, so we covered that in the truck. That was like, that really was a spur of the moment thing, and it's a really awesome idea.
Yeah.
And we need to know what you guys think. What 3 trucks should be on the t-shirt? We're really excited to see that in the comments. We're going to be paying attention closely.
and what colors? What colors are we making shirts? Because we can make them in a couple different colors. So we need a new shirt, and I'm excited to put 3 trucks on it. I think that'll be super neat.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be cool. So anyway, guys, leave it in the comments. What did you think about the truck? What do you think about the t-shirt? What color t-shirts are we going to make? And then outside of that, you guys know what to do. You got to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram.
At Semi Casual Show.
And then check out our website, semicasualshow.com. There are some brand new brackets that we just posted up on there. It's for lowering the DEF
tank right there, so you can put fluid in it.
Exactly.
DEF fluid in it.
Yeah.
Easily.
With a 6-inch panel. Brian and Shockley did a really cool video on how those install. We've already sold a couple of sets, and they've only been up for like 24 hours. Yeah, we've got a bunch of sets in here that we can ship out to you guys, so go check those out. And then outside of that, that's pretty much it, right?
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Later.